obviously the Azir that we saw last game. So what will the final option be here? It's Vayne. Okay.
Okay.
And you know, I honestly, you have to respect it.
MKOI spotted exactly what Elyoya and Alvaro up to, because this is what I was talking about. Like, this duo of both Braum and Trundle, incredibly strong on the invade if they can start getting some of those auto attacks down.
Supa has recognized that fist fighting is the solution. Who's going to get it? That's the third stack. Knockback on Aguma. Flash forward auto in the 1v1. Supa comes out on top.
The Vayne dueling power is so strong, and even with the barrier, Gumayusi isn't able to match Supa. Early first blood for MKOI.
And again, that's part of the reason why we've seen this matchup before. In the 5v5, Sivir can be a powerhouse, but in the 1v1, Vayne so strong here early on. MKOI now looking to keep that advantage going, but it looks like T1 may have caught them out. Double knockup coming in for Doran. Owner now on the chase. Elyoya needs to get the hell out. Mirwan not doing much to interrupt. Double flashes. Elyoya trying to get fancy with the footwork, but it's not nearly enough. Concussive blows continuing to stack, but Mirwan now needs to leave as well. Flash over the wall to Sage, but Carry immediately falls with the Zenith Blade. Now it's Alvaro knocked up. The solo on the top side immediately counteracted by T1 in the bottom lane.
Already on 2 kills. This is where Wukong becomes terrifying in some of these fights, especially as he gets towards that try. Burn flashes on Jojo, rinse and repeat over and over, and just make this Cassio incredibly uncomfortable.
Definitely a solid option as Doran gets a little tricky with the tunnels there. Luckily does not take a tower shot, but now it's Owner coming in behind. Mirwan, of course, has the ulti available. Public execution back into Owner, trying to get tricky with it. Bit of a sidestep there. The Sundering Strike ready to come through, but he just has no time to press the button. 2 spins coming in, but Mirwan! He gets a kill back onto Doran! A catastrophic miscalculation!
This weekend, and it's the second time it's backfired!
Supa, caught out briefly, cleanses, goes invisible with the final hour, but he's hitting the wrong target. Guma immediately using on the hunt. Supa now debating if he can chase, but that's the heal coming up for Carry. It takes over to level 6 just time, and there's no cleanse this time around! Alvaro comes in to try to body block! Flash over from Supa to the bush! Guma not afraid to flash forward, but now he's face first at Elyoya. Concussive blow stacking 3. Alvaro desperate for the 4th, but it's Faker coming in from behind. Jojo also on the way, but he's just too far away. Alvaro locked up. The hubris of Supa once again punished.
It feels like this balance of powers.
The next fight, but more than happy to have that gold. Those 2 quick kills onto the bottom lane. Supa still not able to complete that Blade of the Rune King. Carry now ghosting in, looking for the lockup onto Supa. Supa no cleanse available, going invisible courtesy of the final hour. Now wants to get the hell out, but there's Owner to start spinning. Supa taken down, Owner on a killing spree.
It's everyone on T1 focusing on Supa, making sure this Vayne cannot get ahead. The ghost from Carrier puts him into the perfect position, and even if he doesn't get some of the stuns, just buys the time to Carrier.
Just be careful, pillar down, force to flash. Smite for a bit of extra slow. Ulti already down as well from Elyoya. That's 1 tanky Trundle. Carrier going to fall. Elyoya still a powerhouse. Owner getting locked up. 2 stacks of the concussive blow, and he uses the clone to escape. They're not going to over push into Guma, but Carrier a little overconfident, continuing to push. Deny Supa for any opportunity to force those 1v1s. Here now is Elyoya and Alvaro on the top side. Dorn with the tunnel network. This man's played Zerg at some point in his life. I feel confident saying that.
Yeah, it's only not quite a 6 pool available in this game, but MKOI is going to be happy to take away some of these plates on the top end of the map. In return, T1 going to be getting that dragon, so looking for these trades, but again, T1 kind of playing around. Oh, hang on.
Doran, potentially a little bit overconfident, slowed up, he's just going to get taken out. I think thought that he could get a bit more. The rest of the team is on the way. Faker is here. Carrier is here.
The Rek'Sai license.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it top 8, but did you get the Rek'Sai license? I'm not so convinced. Faker doing a good job of trading here. Nice sidestep on the Noxious Blast. Jojo needs to get out. Hasn't hit the Noxious Blast, so doesn't really have the movement speed. Conqueror procced. Faker happy with just the flash. Elyoya moving in. The pillar's going to be big here. Nice initial lockup on Supa as he tries to step back. Alvaro doesn't have the Unbreakable quite yet, and they're starting the retreat. Owner getting good chip damage down to Elyoya. The flash still keeping Elyoya alive. Keep your eyes on that realm orb. Hand delivered, but he's already been stunned. Owner locked in for a moment. Wants to turn on to Elyoya. Tries to finish off Supa, but down he goes. Doran arriving just in the nick of time. This is a double knockup. Guma goes over the wall, and he's looking to clean up house. Mirwan's still standing, but he doesn't have the ultimate because of the play earlier. T1 firing back.
That ultimate is so close to getting off the good, and I think Mirwan wants to fish for Faker, but it's a bait as Doran finds him in the bush. They're going to continue to push forward.
4 seconds on the public execution. Guma, does he have access to the spell shield? Jojo and Mirwan hesitate.
T1 have started to get aware of the ruse, and now they're just losing minions top, they're losing minions bot, and the TP from T1 to contest.
Full 5v5, Hex Flash over the wall from Carrier. Solar Flare available, the Cyclone as well. Alvaro with the blinking health bar is going to be forced to retreat, does have access to the Redemption, so it'll just be the Herald conceded. Are they going to spot him? Not quite. T1 happy to have the objective, and MKOI slowly losing advantage across the map.
Riptail put down immediately. The cavalry from MKOI is here, but T1 are here en masse. And this tower will fall with little MKOI can do.
Mirwin starting to kick a fight off, though. Ulti forced out from Owner. That's the Redemption coming forward. He's going to mount up back into the Herald, looking for the triple knockup. Starting to drive through the entire team. Alvaro on the back line. Owner's just hitting everybody. MKOI pulling back. They'll keep their members standing. A lot of cooldowns traded, but no one going to drop. Faker contesting JoJo a bit, but it looks like JoJo just
immediately forces the TP from JoJo.
This cast, we will be praising Faker. This is what we've decided. He doesn't probably need any more, but just in case you forgot.
This is the first international event I got to this year. I gotta it's a full year of Faker praise saved up. Yeah.
Fair. He wasn't even at the first one, so I respect that we're saving it for first stand too. T1 going to grab their third Drake of the game. MKOI not feeling like they're in a comfortable spot to contest.
Very careful and methodical now on their wave states and setting up the map in their favor.
They have better push, right? And they have the advantage in terms of overall gold, and you can see JoJo there as much as
means he's just starting to drift further behind, and Gwinsu's Rage Blade is a big item spike, but we don't get there.
Exhaust onto Ilya, locked up, all the CC leverage. Alvaro looking for the disengage as Dorn's off to the side, has been caught by the Condemned. Guma flashing backwards, already used the spell shield. It's Mirwin in the midst of the entire team. Fall with the Petrifying Gaze. Supa's still untouched for now. Slowly they're chipping through the health bars, and Dorn's about to fall. That's the Silver Bolts proccing, blinking health bars across all of MKOI as they start to retreat. Guma, Faker, still alive, the Realm Warp available. T1, do they want to chase?
Public execution of Mirwin, he's going!
We're gonna go back on Guma. Guma with a perfect spell shoot, looking for the follow-up as well. Still standing for a moment, but Ilya goes right in, looking to chop a bite out of Guma. Supa gets the kill, but Faker untouched for now. Again, MKOI playing on the edge. Owner about to be hand-delivered. Ilya looking for the angle with the pillar. Extra movement speed for JoJo, he's not gonna be able to escape. They turn back onto Owner. MKOI still standing.
Faker goes for the kill on his mid laner, but leaves his junk.
Presumably know this is happening as they set up around the Drake, just don't want to give up. Buy themselves a few more minutes. You talked about it before, 3 items, 2 items. Maybe they feel like they just need a bit more time, and this does give them time. See so little of the map. Honestly, T1 might as well be playing with map hacks. Look at this, they have bits, they have pieces. The only reason they even have a remote idea of where T1 are is because they know this dragon, this soul is spawning in 14 seconds. Already Faker taking control of mid. MKOI have a bot wave that they would kind of like to push in. The price of admission for them even to group here is going to be a wave of minions. They fail here, they'll only be even further behind. They're betting it all on this play. That's the Solar Flare, but no immediate follow-up. Lock up onto JoJo Pune is good. Doran going in as well. JoJo Pune flashing forward. They're looking to take out Guma in the midst of the entire fight, but another knockup coming in just in time to keep Guma standing. Mirwin taking him down and moving back out of the fight in the midst. It's the Owner taken out as well. T1 ready to come in with the Realm Warp, ready to turn it back. MKOI though, still 3 members strong. Doran debating where does he go? What is the angle for this fight?
Supa's lost the ultimate though. He's now way more vulnerable in this fight, and Doran wants to go for it. No flash available for him though.
Ilya and Alvaro need to protect Supa. So much damage could come out of this vein, but if a single piece of CC connects, there's likely little they can do to stop any further damage. Heal comes in from Alvaro. Objective getting lower. Knockup coming in from Doran. That's Alvaro taking out of the equation, and Faker's now on the hunt looking to zone Supa out as well. Ilya needs to take away the dragon, needs to deny the soul, and he will do so. Still standing for a damn long time, but not enough to turn the fight. Faker, Doran, Keria, too strong. MKOI might get the objective, but they lose just about everyone.
And the Baron is still a target here for T1, and Owner is about to come back up onto the map. Faker even looks like he just TP to the top side.
Giving T1 the greater advantage here as they now start this objective. Mirwin not even sure if he can step up. MKOI after that last fight don't feel confident to contest. T1 taking the Baron at 29 minutes. Gonna have to see what they can do with the Red Bull Baron power play because there's no response from MKOI.
And Dracos, he talks about the short range already on T1. Having this is a huge book.
Public execution, it looks like they want to get some exit kills in the meantime. Locking up Owner, looking to take him down. Faker and Gumayushi on the way in, but the Redemption already used. No other summoner spells. So we'll just be the single pick that will slow down this Baron, but MKOI know that they need to play for more. They can't afford to let T1 choke them out.
The Rilay's onto Faker though, the slow, nearly enough to keep him in place.
And on the hunt, available. MKOI overcommit here. Oh, you'll walk face first into Guma. Lockup is there. Ulti connects from Alvaro. Nice Petrifying Gaze to kick things off, and down they go. MKOI with one more fast play. One more pick, but this time they want the full fight. It's Doran splitting off. In the meantime, MKOI immediately turned back. That's to get them right back into the wall. Lockup for the concussive blows, but the tunnel's keeping Doran standing. All of T1 immediately retreat. They want nothing to do with this. Doran will be sacrificed. T1 punished.
Flashless Gumayushi was...
Doran off on the side, isolated as well, taunting, threatening. Trying to distract the members of MKOI. Flash forward from Jojo, completely whiffs. Owner immediately turns right back. Alvaro tries to find the disengage. Lock him on Aguma, does not come through. Mirwan cannot find the angle. Supa still standing for now. Knock back into the wall is good, but Owner wants to take down the bait. He doesn't quite have the damage. Supa still standing, but the rest of MKOI are starting to fall. He splits back into Mirwan. Tumble back into the back line. Knock up from Doran. One more ferocious bite, but the Gadam says not today. Supa standing, but here comes Faker.
Faker finishes off Supa and holds the game for T1 in his hands. It looked like Supa might have been able to hold it, but now with the Dragon Soul in T1's favor, what looked like desperation in the fight may just
so means T1 know that they have the time to play slow, to ease into this. Faker flashing forward, trying to get more out of Jojopyun. Jojopyun taking his time. The Petrifying Gaze only going to connect onto Owner. Immediate exhaust to follow up. Doran looking for the knockup as well. And just now, Supa's finally able to join the fight. The Realm Warp going to bring only a few minions in, but that's a clutch pick for T1.
MKOI separated as they try to contest the mid-wave while keeping their approach on Baron free. And T1 pounce. That was exactly what they needed in the moment. And just like that,
Toward road to qualify. But all that matters is getting there, making it to the next stage. T1 on the precipice of taking the series. MKOI, the cusp of elimination. Have to hold the line.
Doran very quickly making his way through that middle turret. The Demolish doing work. As T1 just letting the minions do the work for them on the bottom lane. There is no one that can really approach these waves, and that wave clear is abysmal on MKOI's side.
That it is. Everyone trying to contest Doran, but again, the tunnels are set up. He's not even going to use it if he doesn't have to. Another inhibitor tower falling, likely 2 inhibitors to follow.
There is a wave amassing on the top side. MKOI Worlds starting to sneak away from them as T1 continue to put a stranglehold in this game.
Supa walking up stun initially onto Owner, does still have access to the GA. Double ultis, both supports trading, and they just do not win. Doing everything they can to clear the waves before T1 are in a position to threaten.
But it's not just one fight. Mid towers all still stand. Bot lane fully stands. MKOI need to find one fight that can fall into another, that can maybe get that domino going in their favor.
Once more into the abyss, once more from Movistar. Koi, Owner locked up for a brief moment, on the hunt used. MKOI retreating back to the river, but unbreakable down for Alvaro already. Oh yeah, isolated. 5 members grouped for MKOI.
Super minions in the bases. MKOI start the Elder. They need to find this fight now and quickly.
TP there for Doran, and he's immediately going to use it to go to the base. He wants to threaten the back door. MKOI don't have great tools to respond to this. T1 just need to keep the pressure on, and Doran will end the game. Owner with the knockup to keep things going. Carrier there as well. Rise with the Realm Warp. It's Faker and Guma alongside Doran to try to end it all. Mirwan doing his best to hold the line. TP coming in for Jojopyun. They're not going to be able to cancel it. Mirwan, Jojopyun, they need to make this work. They don't have the angle. Guma with a perfect spell shield is still going to remain standing. T1 move on to the top 8 at Worlds 2025. MKOI are sent packing.